Heading out to Robert Woodhull Estate, 1806. Last week I was there. I found a 1901 Barper dime, silver, 3 wheatback pennies and a coin spill, 1914, 14D, 1912. You can see that episode up on my channel. I dig it all, man. But there's areas of that property I haven't explored yet. A couple areas around some old barns and other parts of the yard further away from the house. So lots of ground to cover still, and more things to find, I'm sure. So I'll see you on the first diggable signal. Okay, so I'm down at the old barn area here, and got a really solid 83, and really clean, sharp, round. Doesn't sound too deep though, so I'm going to predict it's maybe a modern quarter. So let's see. Give this a live dig here. It's up in the plug, so it isn't deep. Could be a washer too. Oh, there it is. Oh, I think I got a wheat penny. Yep, a wheat penny, ringing up pretty high. $40-something. Hang on, let me clean it up. Okay, we have a 1946S in really decent shape. See the details on Lincoln's face there. Nice patina. There's the 1 cent with the wheat stalks. Okay, always cool to find a wheatback. Okay, I'm in the back side of the cinder block barn type building here, and I'm not quite sure, if there's a lot of fill dirt or how old the grounds are in this area, but I got a kind of a faint but solid 80-ish signal, which means to me it's kind of deep, which is a good sign. So solid enough to be a potential for a coin, I think. So let me shut this off and do a live dig. Okay, I can already tell by how that shovel went in that this dirt's kind of old. It's real tight and dense, fudge-like, I like to call it. Not loose and, kind of sandy like modern fill dirt. I'll know more when the color comes up here. Yeah, see that's very dense old dirt there. So let me get my cloth out here. Protect the grass from getting all scummed up with dirt here. Okay. See what the pinpointer shows here. Okay. Getting something right there. Get the old digger out here. Try to get down low so I don't scratch it. Okay. Oh, okay. It's right in here. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. whatever it is, it's small. Huh. What the heck is this? Are you kidding me? It's like some little piece of aluminum. It's unbelievable. Oh well. Part of the game. Could have been an old Indian head penny, so you never know. That's why you gotta dig it all, man. Okay, about 5 feet from that little piece of aluminum that I just was faked out by, I got a solid 84. And again, it sounds coin-like to me, but I was obviously faked out last time, but this sounds a little more promising. I like this old dirt, though. It's good potential. Okay, right in the center of the hole. Did a pretty good job of pinpointing it. Let's see what we got. Sorry, I missed that extra. Oh, some interesting little medallion. Okay, well. Alright, that looks pretty interesting. So, let me clean this up and I'll show you what this is. Okay, this says, I think, 15th Annual Convention of National and State Association Sheet Metal Contractors. With the image of what looks to be an old king. There's a name on it there, but I can't quite read that yet. And on the back it says, the M.C.LILLEY Company, Columbus, Ohio. So nice medallion type thing worn from a ribbon for a businessman who owned a sheet metal company that went to a convention. Very cool. With the rise of the Industrial Revolution after the Civil War, the M.C.LILLEY Company began specializing in ready-made suits and garments catering to the fraternal organization movement that was growing in America between 1870 and 1910. They also specialized in weird things such as fake beards and wigs and strange outfits and garments for these secret society organization ritual meetings, but also metallic objects like medallions, like the one I found, for conventions and so forth. Okay, I had a solid 80 here, but I had a little bit of a scratch at the end of the tone, so, you know, a little skeptical of it being a coin, but you never know. It could be a little bit on edge, which would give that little bit of a clip, crackle at the end. Let's see what we got here. Still in the old dirt. Okay, right in the center of the hole again. Another good job pinpointing. Dig down around and under so as not to ruin it. Okay, what is this? Huh. Okay, that looks like a blob of, I think it's the end of an old tube of like toothpaste or something, yeah. Oh well, that's why it's scratchy. Okay. You never know, man. Back down by the old barns. This one has a nice stone foundation on the other side that's been covered up in cement, but it's a stone foundation, so it's old now. I haven't dug film to dig, actually. I've been digging a lot. I found a lot of memorial pennies and various bits of junk. So I thought I would, I'm in older dirt down here, down at the bottom of this hill where I found some toe taps. And this is a solid 61, very round sounding. So, yeah, just figured I'd give it a go here. I'd already taken out the plug here, but I thought, well, why don't I film this and see if it's another piece of aluminum siding or junk piece of lead. But I get a signal right here. Where the heck is this thing? It's still down there. All right, hang on. Oh, wait a minute. I just saw some. There we go. Look at this. Okay, hang on. What is this? So we got a button, an old button. Nice. Oh man, I love that. Shankless. I think, unless it bent over. The shank's gone. But let me clean that up and see if there's any information on it. All right, man. Glad to find that button after so many Lincoln memorial pennies. They're not. All right, again, this homestead was built in 1806, which means the people that pioneered here and lived here were born well into the early mid-1700s, if not earlier. And they would have had utensils and various things from before 1806. And what this button is a tomback button. You can tell by the way that mount for the shank is, the sort of shininess of it, and there's no writing on the back, so this button probably predates 1810, if not earlier. It could be late 1790s. So that's a very cool find, very old and very much part of the original Pioneer homestead. Kind of jumpy, and I'm competing with a weed whacker right now next door, so sorry about the sound, but I'm in an old part of the yard here, so I think these jumpy signals are going to be less likely to be junk metal, so I'm going to give this a shot, but I'm not going to try to film it live because of the lawnmowers and weed whackers, so let me get the plug out, and then I'll get the pinpointer out and see what's underneath. Okay, so all right, I've been doing good with the pinpointing because I'm getting something right in the center here. Oh, see that? Look at round again, man. I think it's a button. All right, there's the shank. Oh, I see some gold. Oh, look at that gold. Nice shiny gold. Okay, gold gilt button. I'm gonna probably place this in the 1820 to 1850 range, so I clean it up a little bit because I don't want to scrape any of the gold off, but as a matter of fact, no, I'm not going to clean it up. This is all you're going to get right here. I'm going to wait till I get home and clean it with some warm soap and water. So, okay, another old button. Very, very cool. Now, I didn't film this one because it was only literally 30 seconds after that last button. Okay, so I'm like, well, the mind says, how can it be another button? Well, I get down here and I'm trying to dig behind this little root here. And this is a 62 on the AT Pro, by the way. 62 on the Garrett AT Pro. And out pops this button. Nice green button. Look at that. 3 buttons in about 3 minutes. And this one, again, is probably early to mid 1800s. 1820. Something like that. That was pretty cool. I'm in the definitely old part of the yard here, so I'm going to keep on concentrating right down here at the bottom of the hill. Okay, I struggled with this one here. This was a pretty good sounding 62, but I had trouble pinpointing it because I was on a hill and the dirt is very dry here. Hard to get through, but halfway through trying to pinpoint it, my pinpointer ran out of battery juice, so I had to go replace the batteries, and I came back and was able to finally get it down here. I pop it out, and it is another tom back button. Probably 1790s. Another beautiful tom back button. See that glisten? See that? Very nice button. Shank is gone though, but so that's 4, maybe 5 buttons today. It's amazing. So definitely in the area of the old stuff here down back behind the house on this embankment going down to what used to be a stream. So one can only imagine, you know, sitting up on this hill up here and, you know, what was going on to and from the house, getting to the stream, and who knows, fishing, swimming, getting water. So I love this history. Love it. Well, I had to come back and explain. I was faked out. This is not a tom back button. It's just a very shiny brass button. It's maybe not even brass. It just doesn't look like the kind of buttons I've been pulling out for the last few years of this era. But this is definitely between 1850 and 1860. And it says Imperial Standard on the back. But how shiny that is. But it's very brown, and it's just got an interesting composition to it. So anyways, not tom back, not 1790s, but 1820 to 1860. Well, I'm going to pretty much say it's definitely a coin signal, but it's awful loud. And it just sounds modern to me, but we'll give it a shot. Hopefully it's old. Could just be a washer too, or a pocket watch like I found last year. It is old dirt though, so it's hard to imagine a modern quarter unless it's sitting on top, you know. It could be just a couple inches down. All right. It's not deep. It's in a plug, so it's probably somewhere. All right, let me dissect this thing and see what's in there. Okay, I see it here. Oh, sorry. Right there. Okay, it's under some roots. I think it might be a buckle. So I'm going to be very careful getting this out. So I'm going to just kind of try to extract this thing very carefully. Okay, I'll be back. Well, it's definitely a buckle, and after 20 minutes of trying to gently carve out around the root, I think I've got it loose enough to pull out here. Okay, well, that's definitely colonial. It's a very old brass, I think, knee buckle. That would have been a strap around your your 3/4 length pants. It's very heavy brass, very old style. These are old brakes here because there's patina over it, so it's been in the ground a long time. Very heavy. Very cool find for me, anyways. It's the first knee buckle I've ever found, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong if someone knows that it's not a knee buckle, but it just seems too heavy to be horse tack, and it's definitely colonial. I can tell by the style. Whew, man, that was a lot of work. Nerve-wracking too. Okay. Amazing. I did not live dig this one, but it was a very clean, screaming 80-something, so I was thinking, geez, maybe this is a coin, but what it ended up being is another gold gilt button. A little bit of gold there, see that? Shank is intact but bent, but that was giving off a real good signal. But it's about as thick and round as a coin, so I guess that makes sense, but wow, that's like 7 buttons today. I love this hill.